Christopher, good morning. And I believe it still is morning in Stockholm. Am I right in saying that?
So to speak. Soon lunchtime.
Oh, excellent. Well, then I won't keep you too long, but I know we were just recording this quick video today just to provide a little bit of an update on, the work that we are doing in the Nordics region. You've been with the company almost 6 months now, I believe. We officially launched in the Nordics in April time. So we've been operating there for a couple of months, and I think, it would be interesting to learn a little bit more around what's going on. So I suppose really just to start off the conversation here, can you briefly tell me how you found your first 6 months at Total Mobile? What's been your experience?
To start off with, it obviously has been overwhelming, right? Being the first in the ground in the Nordics and a lot of people being in the UK, but there's been a lot to learn, people to know, people to meet, but it's also been a good fun. But it takes time to understand the business and also understand the new value proposition that I'm going towards. But overall, good, and it's a very friendly company with a lot of good people around me. So it's been a good journey so far.
Yeah, excellent. That's great to hear. It's great to hear. I know you've spent a lot of your first couple of months on the ground, out speaking to prospects, speaking to those organizations that operate within some of our key markets. What would you say are some of the trends and some of the challenges that you're hearing directly from these prospect organizations? Are they similar to what we see in the UK, or are there slightly different challenges and trends in the Nordics region?
I think you can see some of the, I mean, both trends and challenges is something that we can see across the Europe, to be honest.
Mhm.
When it comes down, it's a lot of, customers, companies, organizations. They want to be more proactive. When something occurs, they want to be able to react as quickly as possible, and try to be, automate manual processes, be more dynamic, respond to changes when changes happen. And it comes down to be order, to create time and space for the organization, uh, overall, I would say.
Yeah.
Um, and the second part of your question, if you look at the challenges, I think they're quite similar to what you have in the UK, but in Europe as well. There's a lot when it comes to increase of costs. For example, you have the labor costs, you have a lot of environmental challenges, which is huge across the globe, to be honest. And that, I mean, the cost and the environmental challenges causes obviously big pressure to be more efficient with less people, and that I think it's a common trend.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I think that's almost a global trend, to be honest with you. And some of those challenges are experienced by all field service organizations, regardless of the sector they operate in. So, as you're speaking to people out right across the Nordics, and I appreciate, that encompasses multiple different countries, but would you say that there's a culture of innovation and that people are very open to make that step towards optimizing and generating positive change in how that they are delivering services?
Yeah, I mean, I would say, I mean, obviously the culture of the Nordic region is a bit different from country to country, but as a whole
Yeah.
region, I would say, um, the region is willing to be in the sort of forefront when it comes to IT overall, and the feedback that I received in meetings when you meet could be different organization, different kind of people when it comes to title of the personas is quite similar. It's a big drive to in the market to drive change, to drive transformation, to sort of optimize the business and be more efficient.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And we obviously launched in Australia and the APAC region at the end of 2023. We've seen some excellent progress there over our first couple of quarters in that region. As I said, we launched in Q2 this year in the Nordics region. And you've been out and about, you've been kind of talking about the Total Mobile message. You've been explaining to organizations with the products and the technology that we provide, the value that we could deliver. How would you say that message is being received by the marketplace? Are they open and receptive to the Total Mobile message and what we can do for them?
obviously, first of all, I'm very happy to hear the progress we do in Australia. I mean, that's something you try to learn from, right? Coming into the Nordic, but overall the feedback has been very good. And as I said in the previous question, we believe that Nordic is a market where they look for changes, right? And
Yeah.
overall, the Nordic market is mature, and the feedback that I've heard from both from a partner perspective, but also from a direct perspective, is that the market is mature. It's there. They're looking for innovations. They're looking to how to improve their organization to be better. And the message that we came out with, and all sort of the initial launch that we did was very positive. And I think it comes down to that they truly understand the value proposition that Totalmobile brings to the market. And that goes back to that there is a few established player already in the market, but the value proposition that Totalmobile brings to this industry is that we are more targeted to a specific industry verticals, which make our value proposition more unique and more targeted. And I think that's something that it's lacking. It's not there, and that's why the message has been so good.
Yeah.
And well received.
Yeah, absolutely. That's great to hear. Very positive for the future as well. Clearly, Totalmobile, we provide a range of different field service capabilities. We're operating within multiple different verticals, and we have multiple different vertical solutions. And as you alluded to, we're incredibly well established in the UK. As you're taking some of these solutions and some of these capabilities, and you're speaking to some of these verticals in the Nordics, is there any markets or any particular technologies which you believe have gained traction particularly quickly? Is there anything that the market seems to be particularly interested in?
Yeah, I would definitely go to the emergency services. We have a couple of conversations with organizations already, and we know that we are really strong there. We know that we're probably the only one that obviously can help them. And we can see that in the UK. We can also see that in APAC, and I think that's an industry who's maybe is a need for change, and that's spot on. So that would be my initial thought. Otherwise, it comes down to what we call commercial infrastructure when we speak about utilities, energy, and that's where I've been having good traction as well. And a little bit towards facility management. So I will prioritize them or put them as 1, 2, 3 in that sense.
And in the emergency services, I can reflect to what we're doing in emergency services in the UK. Every single ambulance authority in the UK is using Totalmobile's technology, and our presence in police and fire is growing rapidly as well. And it's very much centered around the rostering and the management of people. Is that similar to the emergency services organizations that you're speaking to across the Nordics?
Yes, correct. So it's spot on what you mentioned and what we do in the UK, and that's what the conversations is all about today, I would say.
Excellent. So let's look forward. As I said, you're 6 months in the role. You've achieved a lot in those first 6 months. There's been some great progress since we launched in the Nordics. But let's look forward. What's the next 6 months going to bring? What are some of your big goals, and what are you ultimately hoping to achieve really between now to the end of the year and into the start of 2025?
So I would say that the upcoming 6 months is going to be tough and very important, right? We will need to bring a lot of interactions across the region. We are currently actually rebuilding our partner organization with James coming on and taking the lead. And also Asanta, who's going to join and help within his team. And that's actually a major cornerstone, I would say, for our business, but I would say for the Nordics. And that goes down a little bit to when I joined and I spoke with Ray and Reese how to sort of build the company in the Nordics, because we all three are on the similar page here, that building something from scratch is that we need to have a strong partner ecosystem. We need to
Yes.
build from that, and that's something that's in the building at the moment, and we are trying to increase with that, which is really good. Otherwise, from my side, is to meet as many people, partners as possible, be out there, attend specific industry events, and grow the Nordic ecosystem as a whole, I would say.
Absolutely. Well, Christopher, as I said, I appreciate it's approaching lunchtime, and I promise I wouldn't keep you for too long. As I said, it's been great to support you in your activity across the Nordics region. I'm really looking forward to what we're going to achieve over the next 6 months, and we'll certainly kind of keep in touch, and we'll maybe do another one of these type of updates in a few months' time, when undoubtedly there will be more to tell.
Sounds good, Simon. And
All
yeah,
right.
it's I can see people running for lunch now. So
Fantastic. Listen, enjoy the rest of your day and catch up with you soon.
thank you, Simon.
Thank you now. Cheers now. Bye.
Bye.